Did you know that killer whales aren't actually whales at all? That's right. These amazing animals are full of surprises. Let's discover 10 incredible facts about killer whales that will blow your mind. Fact 1. Killer whales are big dolphins. Guess what? Killer whales, also called orcas, aren't whales at all. They're the biggest members of the dolphin family. Even though they look like small whales, their teeth show that they're dolphins. Isn't that cool? Next time you see a picture of a killer whale, you can tell everyone it's a supersized dolphin. Scientists put orcas in a group called toothed whales because of their teeth. But don't let that confuse you, they're still dolphins. It's like how we call tomatoes vegetables. Even though they're fruits, nature is full of surprises, and orcas are one of the most surprising animals in the ocean. Fact 2. Orcas are ocean giants. Let's talk about how big these amazing animals are. When baby orcas are born, they're already pretty big. They weigh about 400 pounds. That's as heavy as a piano. But when they grow up, they get even bigger. Adult orcas can weigh up to 6 tons. That's like the weight of an elephant, and they can grow up to 29 feet long. If you lay down on the ground, it would take about 5 kids your age to match the length of one adult orca. That's one big dolphin. Imagine standing next to an orca. It would tower over you. Their tall dorsal fins alone can be as tall as a grown-up. Male orcas have especially big dorsal fins that can grow up to 6 feet tall. That's taller than most adults. These giant sizes help orcas stay warm in cold ocean waters and make them excellent swimmers. Fact 3. Orcas are super fast swimmers. Did you know that orcas are some of the fastest animals in the ocean? They can swim as fast as a car drives on a city street. Orcas can zoom through the water at speeds between 30 and 40 miles per hour. Imagine if you could swim that fast. You'd be able to race across a swimming pool in just a few seconds. This super speed helps orcas catch their food and travel long distances in the ocean. Orcas are built for speed. Their sleek, streamlined bodies cut through the water like a knife. They use their powerful tails, called flukes, to push themselves forward, and their flippers help them steer and make quick turns. It's like they have a built-in speedboat engine. This incredible speed is one reason why orcas are such successful hunters. Fact 4. Orcas eat almost anything. Orcas have huge appetites, and they're not picky eaters. They munch on all sorts of sea creatures. Their menu includes sea lions, sharks, fish, squid, and even seabirds. Sometimes they even eat other whales. And get this, they also eat other kinds of dolphins. But catching dolphins isn't easy because they're fast swimmers too. So orcas have a special trick. They slam into the dolphins to make them dizzy before they catch them. It's like a game of underwater tag, but much more serious. Orcas are so good at hunting that scientists call them the wolves of the sea. Just like wolf packs on land, orca pods work together to catch their food. They're super smart and can come up with clever hunting strategies. Some orcas even beach themselves on purpose to catch seals on the shore. Then they wriggle back into the water with their meal. Talk about dedication to dinner. Fact 5. Orcas are the ocean's top bosses. In the ocean, orcas are like kings and queens. They're at the very top of the food chain. This means no other sea animal tries to eat them. Their big size helps them catch lots of different kinds of food. And because they can swim so fast, almost nothing can escape from them. Orcas are so good at hunting that they don't have to worry about being hunted themselves. They truly rule the seas. Being at the top of the food chain is a big job. Orcas help keep the ocean ecosystem in balance. By eating lots of different animals, they make sure no one species gets too numerous. It's like they're the ocean's park rangers, making sure everything stays in order. Without orcas, the ocean would be a very different place. Fact 6. Orcas live all over the world. Orcas are world travelers. You can find them in oceans all around the planet. From the icy waters near the North Pole to the chilly seas around Antarctica, orcas are everywhere. They've been swimming in our oceans for a very long time, about 11 million years. That's way longer than humans have been around. Orcas like to hang out near the coast where there's lots of food, but you can also spot them out in the deep ocean, no matter where you go in the world. If there's an ocean nearby, there might be orcas swimming in it. Orcas are so good at adapting to different places that scientists have identified several different types of orcas. Some like to eat fish, while others prefer marine mammals. Some live in cold waters, others in warmer seas. Each type of orca has its special hunting techniques and favorite foods. It's like there are different orca cultures all around the world. Fact 7. Orcas are family-loving animals. Orcas are big believers in family time. They travel in groups called pods. These pods are like big family reunions that never end. A typical pod has a mom orca, her grown-up kids, and her grandkids. They stick together to hunt for food, but also because they enjoy each other's company. Here's something cool: each pod of orcas has its special way of talking. It's like they have their secret language that's different from other orca pods. When they go on long swims, they always have someone to chat with. Orca pods can be small, with just a few animals, or huge, with up to 50 orcas. In some places, different pods come together to form superpods of hundreds of orcas. Can you imagine seeing that many orcas all in one place? It would be like a giant orca party in the ocean. These strong family bonds help orcas survive and thrive in the big blue sea. Fact 8. Female orcas are like human grandmas. Did you know that female orcas are a lot like human grandmas? It's true. Just like people, female orcas go through something called menopause. This means they stop having babies when they get older, but they don't stop being important to their families. Instead, they help take care of the younger orcas, just like grandmas often help take care of their grandkids. Female orcas can live to be about 80 years old. That's a lot of time to be a helpful grandma orca. These grandma orcas are super important to their pods. They remember where to find food during tough times and lead the group to these special spots. They also teach the younger orcas important skills and pass down orca traditions. Scientists have found that young orcas with grandmas are more likely to survive than those without. So next time you see your grandma, remember that orcas have awesome grandmas too. Fact 9. Orcas are always changing. Orcas are special because they keep changing and adapting, even when they stay in the same place. Think of each orca pod as a small village. The orcas in that pod change a little bit over time to fit in better with where they live and what they eat. Scientists call this evolution. It's like the orcas are constantly updating themselves to be the best orcas they can be, no matter where they live in the ocean. This is one reason why orcas are so good at surviving in different parts of the world. These changes happen in the orca's DNA, which is like their instruction manual for how to be an orca. Over many, many years, small changes in this DNA can add up to big differences. That's why orcas in different parts of the world can look and act a bit differently from each other. Some might be better at catching fish, while others are experts at hunting seals. It's nature's way of making sure orcas can survive no matter what changes happen in the ocean. Fact 10. Orcas don't like being in captivity. Our last fact is a sad but important one. Orcas don't do well when they're kept in aquariums or marine parks. In the wild, orcas can live up to 60 years. But when they're kept in tanks, they often only live about half as long. These tanks are tiny compared to the huge oceans where orcas naturally live. It's like if you had to stay in your bedroom all the time and never go outside. Orcas in captivity also get separated from their families, which makes them very unhappy. That's why many people think orcas should only live in the wild where they can swim free with their pods. In the wild, orcas swim up to 100 miles a day, but in captivity, they can't swim nearly that far. This can make them stressed and unhealthy. Also, orcas in the wild have their families and their pod's special language. In captivity, they might be put with orcas from different pods who don't speak the same way. Imagine if you had to live with people who didn't speak your language. It would be pretty lonely. That's why more and more people are working to protect orcas in the wild and help those in captivity. Wasn't that amazing? Orcas are such incredible animals. They're smart, family-loving, and super good at swimming. From their giant size to their special pod languages, orcas are full of surprises. Next time you're near the ocean, keep your eyes peeled. You might just spot one of these amazing animals jumping out of the water. If you enjoyed learning about orcas, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more awesome animal facts. Share this video with your friends and family so they can learn about orcas too. Until next time, keep exploring the wonderful world of animals.